Learning to lift your back wheel can be difficult, which will make learning to bunny hop, endo, or any other skill quite tricky. However, hopefully after watching this video, you will have a clear grasp on the technique, and will be able to go out and learn to lift your wheel in a matter of minutes. So, let's get started. To lift the rear wheel, we need to keep a couple of simple principles in mind. First, it is extremely hard to lift something if there's a bunch of weight on it. Imagine a couch with someone sitting on the end. If you were to try and lift that end of the couch, it would be tough. But if you slid the weight over, suddenly it becomes very easy. Now, apply this on the bike. You won't be able to lift the rear end until you slide the weight over towards the front of the bike. We accomplish this by moving our hips up and forward to shift our weight, just like we shifted the weight to the other side of the couch. Now, we understand the direction our weight needs to go, but before our hips can go that direction, they need to go the opposite. This is called a preload, and you do this all the time if you've ever tried to jump high. First, you crouch down and force your weight into the ground, so that you can spring upward with more height. We are doing the exact same thing here, only on the bike. It is important to note that no matter what type of bike you have, you still need to preload. The only difference is that on a full suspension bike, you will need to work with the suspension by compressing it first. On a hardtail, you will perform the exact same motion, only without having to worry about compressing anything other than your own body. Now we have the first two steps mastered, but if we don't do one more thing, the bike won't come up, and we will end up jumping right off of our pedals. Solutions? Well, we can't grab our pedals with our feet, and not everyone is clipped in. The answer is friction. If you've ever had two pieces of paper that were stuck together, you might have squeezed them between your fingers to pull them apart. You created enough friction between your fingers and the paper so that when you moved your fingers, the paper moved along with them. This is exactly what we need to do with our feet, and we can accomplish this by angling our feet down and applying rearward force. This will cause our feet to stick to the pedals. Then, we can scoop up, and when combined with our previous two steps, the rear wheel will come off the ground easily. So, to recap, the first step is to preload, and the second is to throw your weight forward while pointing your feet to apply friction on the pedals. We illustrated these principles using jumping, two guys in a couch, and some pieces of paper. Hopefully, they will help you understand exactly how the technique is working, and help you learn how to lift your wheel. However, in some of these shots, you might have noticed that my front wheel is coming off the ground as well. This happens because I am jumping up so much that my wheel naturally wants to come up. This most likely won't happen when you are learning, but once you have the technique down, this is all you need to do a British bunny hop. Use what you know about pointing your feet and preloading, and try jumping straight upwards, pulling your front wheel up using your arms. And just like that, you will have done your first bunny hop. I hope you found this video beneficial, and if you did, leave a like. Also, feel free to leave a question in the comment section if you are having any trouble. I would be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching. Now, go find your flow.